course, in our research, we asked women about their own violence in addition to their perpetration. And we had, the researchers didn't share necessarily the information with the therapists. So about 94%, and all the men had violence. That's how they were referred, because they were violent. And then women in our study self-reported 94% that they also use violence. So the idea that there is only a primary aggressor and a victim is not accurate. And anyone who does a lot of couple work knows that. We know that women can initiate the physical violence and that it's not always self-defense. We do know, of course, that men are, in general, bigger and stronger, and men's violence is more dangerous than women's violence. So I'm not trying to equate the two, but to say just treating a man through a perpetration program when the couple chooses to stay together, the woman also needs to work on her own issues. And what we know, and I'm sure you know, couples often want to stay together. Some stay together because they have no options, but many want to stay together. That, when he's good, he's really good. That I love him. We have 3 children. I want my children to go to gymnastics and swim team. And if we split up our resources, it's not going to happen. I mean, there's many reasons why couples stay together, but it's not always learned helplessness or fear. And if you only treat the offender, whether that be the man or the woman who may be a court required to go to batterer program, but you don't work with the couple at some point, then the couple doesn't learn how to communicate better. They don't learn how to problem solve together. So there's issues that still remain. And so those are things we didn't know when we started. We know that violence can end. We know that relationships can be improved, and couples often choose to stay together nonviolently. Of course, no one wants to stay and be assaulted and beaten up. They want the good part of the partner, but not the violent part. And that really, the more therapists understand that different kinds of couples need different types of treatment, the more we can tailor treatment to the trauma, to the growing up in violent homes, lots of issues that individual couples have. And we know that with couples treatment, it's possible that both partners can be empowered to achieve safety and shared interests, and that lives of children can be improved. I work with some folks from Norway who are doing a very, I love this program where they're not just doing the couples program, but they're working with the children at the same time. So those children are often kind of left out. So